What up, what up, what up? It's the real MVPs here, and today, let's go over why I like fly fish more than every fish counts. You have more time to work a bait. You have more time to work a bait. You're not frantically fishing. I love fly fish counts because you have more time to go after what you want. I feel like in MLF, you're always frantically fishing. You're always chasing the next man or chasing the next fish. You're always chasing the next. Fly fish, you're chasing it, but you have more time to kind of be aware of what's going on, be aware of your surroundings, think figure out what bait you want to use, figure out, do I need to move spots? You have all these things that you have more time to actually digest. So you have more time to digest what's going on in a 5-fish format. Number two is I grew up watching that style of fishing. So to watch all the legends, all the pros, as a kid, and to dream about being able to fish one of those tournaments, watching it on TV, and then eventually watching it on your phone, and then eventually watching it live and stuff like that. I think that MLF has a place, for like a every fish count format has a place. I think that it does have a place in fishing, but I love 5-fish counts. I love 5-fish counts. I think that, growing up as a child watching all the legends, it's just something about that 5-fish count that you can't replace. It should always have a place in fishing as well. I like watching MLF, but there's something you do not get with the 5-fish format. Just growing up watching it is something in my heart that it just hits me. It just strikes me. I love the 5-fish format, and it seems like watching it, you learn more. It seems like I can learn more on a 5-fish format watching those lives, watching those videos, a little bit more than MLF, because they're always frantically fishing. They don't have time to tell you, hey, this is what I'm working. Hey, this is what I'm doing. Now, they have the after shows and stuff like that, but as it's going on, I don't have time. Sometimes we don't have time to sit here and watch 2 or 3 shows, back to back to back to back. We might be working. So it's cool to be able to see what they're working as they're fishing it, That's why I like 5-fish format as well. A lot of times they'll tell you, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what we're at. This is what, where we're fishing. This is what we're doing. And this is how it's going, and they'll break it down while they're fishing, MLF, a lot of times, they're just going. They're going. They're trying to chase. They're trying to chase it. It's always an anticipation. I feel like 5-fish format versus every fish format, it separates fishermen. I feel like a lot of people are going to hate me for this. Would Jacob Wheeler be as great of a fisherman as he is if he stuck to 5-fish format? I'm just asking. Now, I feel like he would be right now, nowadays, because he's had time to look at the live scope. He's had time to look at all those graphs, learn all those graphs, and basically figure his way out of fishing as of right now. So, like, if you was to ask me, if he was that way right now, and to go and fish a 5-fish format, I think he would do well in a 5-fish format. But what I'm saying is, MLF, 5-fish format, every fish count, and 5-fish format, they're a little bit different. I feel like you gotta chase bigger fish. You got to chase those big fish in a 5-fish format. You have to. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, but for a professional fisherman, it's easy to go look at a live scope and go catch a bunch of 1, 2, 3, even 4 pounders on a live scope that they know what they're looking at. That's pretty easy, But is it easy catching 5 of the biggest fish, going in and weighing that in, against however many other anglers that you're competing against. That's a little bit harder. That's a little bit more of a dogfight. MLF, I think it levels the playing field, because every fish counts, Yes. They're out there catching 1 to 2 pounders in a 5-fish format. But they're culling them. We got to go up. We got to go up in weight. We have to go up in weight. In an MLF event, you're stuck. You can almost get stuck on catching those 2 to 3 pounders, if you're on them. So you're not forced to go up. You're not forced to go find these bigger fish. You can almost get fat and happy in every fish count format. I feel like it's starting to get boring watching people put their head down on live scope. I feel like watching the weigh-ins and seeing a winner, watching a winner evolve, especially coming from nothing. When you see a story evolve of an angler that came from nothing and then won, and you see the tears of joy, and you see his family happy, and you see the little kids run on stage, that gives you a story. That gives you something to be proud of. That gives you also motivation for yourself. If you want to be an angler and you want to get to that spot, you can go chase those dreams. You can go chase those goals. MLF, you don't have a weigh-in. Every fish count, you don't have a weigh-in. And I feel like, where's the story? Yeah, we got a winner. But where's the story? We didn't get to watch that angler that just grinded his butt off, have those tears of joy, you know what I'm saying? Like, walk across that stage and hold that trophy, and bring his family up and have the people cheer him on. It's an audio thing too, listening to the crowd cheer you on. That makes you happy, dude. I don't know about y'all, but if you came from nothing, if you grinded and you got it out the mud and you spent your money just like everybody else, and you didn't have a shot in the wind, but you got there, and now you got a bunch of people hollering and cheering for you, that's satisfaction, that's something to be said, that's something to be had. I feel like if you want to learn how to catch fish, it's a better way of learning how to catch fish. Like I said, they're breaking baits down a whole lot more on the water. They're breaking the baits down a whole lot more on the water. They're fishing for big ones. It's just simple. I like a 5-fish format. I grew up on it. I grew up watching it. It's just something about it. It's just something about a 5-fish format. I feel like for an MLF, every fish counts event, you got to watch those after shows to know what baits they were throwing. A lot of times they have the bait breakdown shows, and you have to know what baits they were throwing. You have to go watch a whole nother show. Bassmaster, I can watch the show and I can learn what baits they are throwing right then, right there. I don't have to go watch a secondary show. Because I feel like the 5-fish format and every fish count, the 5-fish format separates who can catch big fish. Point blank, period. And I've always felt that way. I've always felt like it's who can catch the biggest fish. And us as an angler, what do you want to do? It would be fun to go catch 100 bass in a day. Yes. But wouldn't it be great to go catch your PB? That's what we always, before YouTube and all these tips and techniques, we used to watch the Bassmaster to learn how these guys are catching these big fish. So, that's what I'm saying. I can go learn how to catch a big fish on Bassmaster because they're fishing for big fish. I'm not saying they're not fishing for big fish at MLF. They have different events where they do fish for bigger fish. Yes. But as a total, I can watch Greg Hackney. I can watch all these big fish anglers, and I can learn, and that's where you get to learn who your favorite angler is. You get to watch these guys go flip a dock. You get to watch these guys go flip pads, go fish a frog in the pads. You get to watch these guys go throw a spinnerbait on a cypress tree. You get to watch them go do all this, and it's not a frantic thing. So I like that You get to watch them break it down, watch them show you the bait. I feel like it separates the top of the anglers, you know, who can go catch those big fish. It's not who can go catch the most fish. We all can catch fish, you know. Everybody can catch fish. Everybody can catch fish, you know. Who can catch the biggest fish? That's what tournament fishing is about. That's what it's always been about for me personally. Who can catch the biggest fish? It's never been about who can catch the most fish. Personally, that's why I don't like kayak fishing either, because it's who can catch the longest fish. I grew up wanting to catch the fattest fish, not the longest fish. So, you know, it's all personal thing, you know. A lot of people are going to hate me for that statement, but, you know, it is what it is. I feel like it's more respect, you know. You get more respect if you can go catch 5 big fish. You can go catch these 5 monster bass versus 100 2-pounders, 100, even 100 3-pounders. I mean, it's like, I want to see you catch some big fish, and I want to know you can catch some big fish. I don't want to sit here and watch you catch 100 1-pounders in a day. I want to see who is the top dogs. And I just feel like that's what it is, man. I grew up with that culture. I grew up watching the 5 fish limit. I feel like every fish count format has its place in fishing. Still, I do. But I am happy that MLF is going to a 5 fish format, because that's what we grew up watching. And you know, that's what we idolize. You know, that's where we want to be. We want to hold a trophy in front of all those fans. You know I do. You know, I don't know about you, but that's one of the dreams. That's one of the goals, is to hold one of those trophies in front of the fans, you know.